Join and I'll start. I hope you can see my screen and hear me well. Can someone please confirm if you guys can see my screen?
Yes.
Thank you.
हाँ भाई दिख रही स्क्रीन.
Okay, thank you. Do we have Amit Sengar? Amit भाई क्या हुआ? समझ में आ रहा है आपको?
Yes.
You texted something. Yes, I read that. You getting the concepts? बाकी सब समझ में आ रहा है?
Amit, whom? Like I'm Amit Sathe.
नहीं, Amit Sengar. Amit. Yeah, Amit आप साठे. I understand. आपको आ रहा है समझ में. Amit Sengar I'm talking to.
Okay.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah, we have two Amit. Amit Sathe, Amit Sengar. Amit Sathe, I know you are getting it. You're asking questions. I can feel that you are understanding. Amit Sengar, आप सवाल नहीं पूछ रहे भाई. So I thought I'll check. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है कुछ मिस हो रहा है. What is it?
Nisul, I'm getting it. It's just that I pinged you also that I was facing issues with
हाँ,
my
I saw
other
that.
device.
I saw that.
So that's why I just missed on something, but I'll go through the video and I'll understand. If I at all I have any questions, I'll ask you.
Sure.
But I'm getting it. Whatever you have covered till now, I'm getting it.
Perfect. Just waiting for others to join, guys. We'll start in a minute.
Sohail bhai, is it safe to say that the data storage, or let's say the directory for Azure AD and the subscription is not connected with each other in terms of the access?
You can't say literally not connected, because unless and until you are a part of Active Directory, there's no way you can have access on subscription. So they are obviously connected in some manner. In terms of access, they are not connected at all. I told you you can have highest access on Azure AD, which is global admin, and you can have zero access. We just saw that with Isaac Bhai's example. And you can have the highest access on subscription like I have, maybe owner, but you can have zero access on Azure Active Directory. So yeah, that's correct. Okay, let's start, guys. Okay, one thing, guys, Azure Active Directory, I wanted to do that initially, but now because most of you guys have taken the subscription, so let's keep Azure Active Directory for later part. We'll cover Azure Active Directory later. Whatever we will require to practice, I have already covered that. Creating user, assigning role, though you don't have to assign global admin role to anyone. In fact, to other users, for example, Faisal bhai, if you're creating some other user or any other, let's say if Nelson is creating and giving access to Ajay, you don't have to give any sort of access, just add and that's all. Rest of the access you can play on subscription level and resource group level, right? So that's all you needed to learn on Azure Active Directory. Other thing which could be useful, which you need to learn, what do you think, what comes to your mind, guys? क्या हो सकता है? You have given access to these 4 people. What is the very frequently asked question? क्या आ सकता है? The recent, just now I asked to Faisal. क्या issues आ सकते हैं Active Directory से related? Password, right? Maybe Murtaza forgets his password. Password is not working. So Faisal should know, at least you guys should know how to reset the password. तो उतना एक चीज हम cover कर लेंगे, and then we'll park aside Azure Active Directory topic. We'll do that later, because even if your subscription has expired, Azure Active Directory expire नहीं होता है, right? Without subscription also you can access Azure Active Directory, and we have seen that already. इस के केस में हम देख रहे हैं that there is no subscription, but Azure Active Directory के सारे features हम use कर सकते हैं. सारे मतलब नॉट लिटरली ऑल, उसमें लाइसेंसिंग वगैरह बहुत डीप है, बट वॉट एवर इज कंसर्न टू आवर ट्रेनिंग, वो सारे हम यूज कर सकते हैं. सो वी विल कीप दैट असाइड. Azure Active Directory कभी भी प्रैक्टिस की जा सकती है, ठीक है? सो इन व्हेन इट कम्स टू Azure Active Directory, हम लोगों ने सिर्फ इतना ही सीखा, यूजर क्रिएट करना, एंड नाउ विल सी यूजर पासवर्ड रीसेट करना. विल सी दैट. फैसल भाई, डिड यू गिव मी एक्सेस ग्लोबल एडमिन?
Yes.
Okay. I may have to log off and log in, but let's see if it works. So now let's say that if you are Faisal bhai has created this one and he has added few user. Now if Murtaza says I am unable to log in, yeah, can you reset my password? He simply, what he has to do, he has to click here, click on reset password, and that's all. You'll get a new password here. Why do you think I'm not getting this option to reset the password? I'm getting this error. What is it?
It's due to the restrictions in the access.
Right, which means I'm still not a global admin. Faisal may have assigned it, but what is pending? What step is pending?
You need to log off and
Log
Log
off
out
and log
log
in,
in.
right? And I don't even say Faisal, but you assigned me, right? To this user, Suhail, global admin. Did you do that? Isaac is already global admin. And I'm asking to make me a global admin on this Active Directory.
But you are looking for my user, no? The assigned roles.
Yes.
Like I can see my name over there.
Oh, sorry, Murtaza's name. Right, right. No, did you assign it? Yeah, correct. Faisal bhai, did you assign me the role?
Give me.
Even if the role is
Stop.
there, see, even if role is there, this still I may have to log off and log in, and I don't have the role. I don't have the global admin role. So I'm waiting for the global
Yes,
admin
yes.
role. Yeah, that was correct, Mustafa. I was Murtaza. I was looking at your name. Okay, meanwhile, I'll just show it to you that I hope you guys saw it from where to reset the password. So you have to go as far as you have correct access. So person who is creating Active Directory, person who has created his own account, he will by default have all the roles. So if someone is saying from your group that my password is not working, come here, reset the password. That's all you have to do. Here you will get a temporary password, copy paste, give it to them, and they will do the login and they will reset their own password. This is one way. The other way to create users, if someone is saying कि यार मेरा already account है, okay, and do not create my new account and give me access. So what can you do here? Click on new user, click on invite external user, type in their email address here. It could be Outlook or it could be Gmail or it could be anything. If they are saying कि user है और नहीं भी है तो he is saying कि यार मैं अपना user खुद बना लूंगा, just send me the invitation. So you can type in the email address here and invite the user. That's all. This person will get, I will get an email and I'll be able to create a new user. And this is how it will look here. This is how it looks. The difference between this, that I am a member, he is a guest user. This everything will cover it in detail when we do Active Directory session. As of now, for your practice, so you don't stop, only two things you need to learn: creating a new user here, because I'm not a global admin, hence I don't have this access as of now. Otherwise, you will have create a new user, share the password and everything. That's all. And resetting the password. Click on that user, reset the password. Reset the password. That's all you have to do. So your work will not stop. On invite, will they get company domain? No, the company domain, that is not depending on the this one. Be it invitation or anything, that has nothing to do with it. The domain, you will have to decide your domain here. You will have to add your domain here. We'll see that later. No, but they won't get. Just to answer your question, they won't get. There was a question, if it is an invite, will they get the company domain? They won't get. And you invite someone, you will invite a guest user where you do not want a company domain. That is the whole idea, to have a guest domain to a guest user. But we'll discuss that later. As of now, just understand creating user, resetting password. That's all you guys need as of now. So at least you can give access to each other and you can continue with the practice. Because if you see, only 25 days are left with this subscription already, or time ऐसे ही चला जाएगा, पैसे waste हो गए. So we will start topics related to subscription. Okay, we'll start topics related to subscription and we'll start practicing that. Azure Active Directory पे हम आते हैं बाद में. Clear to everyone?
Yes.
So,
Okay. So now here, when I was saying, sorry, someone had some question, unmuted yourself. Yes, sure, Yusuf, we'll do that. How to change subscription name? Simple. Click here on your subscription. Here it is, rename. This is not talking about the domain or everything, guys. Okay, this has nothing to do with your domain. This is just a visible name. What name? So this is Faisal Bhai subscription. So just to avoid confusion and everything, we can keep this kind of names. So at least, and it will be easier for me also because I will be a part of many subscriptions. So at least I'll be able to know कि किसका subscription है and I'm working where. So this is how you can do it, guys. Click on the subscription, click on rename, and then you will be able to rename the subscription. Now I was able to rename the subscription. How am I able to do it, guys? With this user Suhail, why was I able to rename the subscription, or why do I have
You are
access to?
the
Owner,
you are
owner.
the
You
owner
are the
of
role.
that group.
Exactly. Though I do not have any rights on Azure Active Directory, nothing, but I am the owner on subscription. I hope you are getting this difference. Right? Those are not interlinked. And see, your free credit expires in 25 days. So I want all of you to explore it, use it properly. So every individual, please go to your subscription. I mean, whoever is creating the Riyaz's subscription, I have already renamed it. He was here yesterday with me, so we did that. Now we did it. Faisal's subscription, we can do it. This has been done. Now in this case, Yusufai, you are creating or any other resource group you said sorry, subscription you said you have. So please rename that to maybe your or any unique name, give it to that and add the other people. I'll add few names here. Same with Nelson. Nelson, you have your subscription, name it to Nelson subscription and add these people, and I'll add 2 more names here. Clear? And we are having the subscription owner name also here. So in case something needs to be changed or anything, we should know who's the owner, who to approach. In group also, you can ping by name that Faisal bhai, could you please do this? I am the part of your group. And ultimately this Excel is there, everyone, it is being shared with everyone. You guys can come here and see it. Just don't edit here anything. Don't do that. Do not type your email address or anything here. I'll do that for you.
I have a I have a domain.
Yes,
We can try to configure the domain.
we'll do that later when we do the Azure Active Directory part. I told you, right? Domain
Okay,
भी एक साल के लिए available है और Azure Active Directory का भी कोई सब
मेरे
expression
पास
नहीं है.
previous domain already है मेरे पास एक कंपनी का.
Great. So हमारे पास किसी चीज का कोई लिमिटेशन है तो सब्सक्रिप्शन के 14,000 25 days में खत्म हो रहे हैं. इसमें से now next 6 days we don't have classes, right? So at least I want to show you something now जिसको आप at least एक हफ्ता तो use कर सको.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll start with those topics which are related to subscription. So rest everything is clear to everyone. Any questions, guys,
Yes.
before I proceed?
Yes.
Okay, a small
Yes.
request, do not click on this upgrade button. Unless you do this, Microsoft is not going to charge you. आपके 15,000 खत्म होने के बाद भी आपकी machine चलती रही. If someone tries to create it, Microsoft will block it, delete it, whatever they want to do it. They don't delete it normally. Normally नहीं करते ही नहीं delete. They will shut it down. But they won't charge you on your credit card, not a single rupee. But if you upgrade it, they will do it. This is also a reason that you do not want to give anyone account administrator access वगैरह कुछ नहीं करोगे आप. इसलिए बाकी सबको आप subscription level पे सिर्फ reader का access दे दो and create their individual resource groups sorry, and give them ownership access on that resource group. So they are restricted only to their resource group. Even if they want to upgrade, they won't be able to do it. So the only person who can upgrade it is the person who has created and the person who has access on the ownership or ownership access on the subscription. So I won't be doing it for any of your account. And make sure that you give reader access to subscription to all of your group members and owner access only to their resource group. So this is clear how to create resource group. For example, Faisal's subscription, I'm doing it again. I created one for Ishaq Bhai. I'll create one for Sattar Bhai also. Okay. I created for Ishaq Bhai and I assigned the role. By the way, I want Ishaq's this one resource group to be seen by Sattar Bhai, by every other people who are there in this one, in this Faisal's group. So do I have to give reader access here? Did you understand my question? Ishaq Bhai's resource
No,
group,
sir.
he's the owner. He will be working, but I want that these other people, Murtaza and even I should be Sattar Bhai, Murtaza, and I should be able to see what Ishaq is doing in his resource group. Only see. I don't want to have any edit access for Murtaza and Sattar. I want them to see that what is he doing. So my question here is, do I have to come here and give some sort of access on Ishaq's resource group to Murtaza and Sattar?
Yes, you need to give the reader access.
Yes.
Okay, do not take this question as in isolation. remember what we did on this subscription before this session, before taking a break. We did something in this subscription. Yusuf says no. Why not, Yusuf bhai? Yes, Shikha, do you have answer? You unmuted yourself.
I was saying it is.
Okay.
Sohail,
Remember the
sorry,
steps
what
which we
did-
have
what
done.
did you ask?
Mostly I can't hear you properly. I think some network issue. Your voice is lagging.
What was the question that you asked?
The question is, I
Sorry.
am creating under Faisal's subscription where we already worked. I created Isaac's resource group. I assigned a ownership role to Isaac, but I want these other two users, Sattar and Murtaza, to see what Isaac is doing. Now, question is, do I have to come Isaac's resource group and do something related to access? But do not take this question in isolation. Remember the steps which we followed in previous session also related to this subscription.
Yes, he have to give the access
So-
because
Yeah.
before he had only one resources. He had the access for one resources, and he wanted if Faisal or Isaac wanted to see what others are doing, then he has to give the access for all the groups over there.
Okay.
All the
What about others?
resources.
Any other answer
Uh,
do you have?
I feel if
Swagger?
Murtaza,
Yes, guys, anyone quickly. I'm repeating myself
so
in
if-
isolation if I give this question. So the simple answer is yes. I am asking you to recall what we did on this subscription. Consider that situation and then answer. What did we do in last session for this subscription? What kind of accesses did we assign to whom? Or the best way is I can go ahead and check the roles assignment. Let me go ahead and now see if it is, if you guys remember it, that what kind of accesses we have given to all others. Anyone, guys, anyone who recalls that what did we do?
We add the role from here.
No, adding role from here, that's fine. Did you guys understand the question? Okay, now look at this and now tell me, do I have to assign some access to someone? I want, this is Isaac's resource group. He will be working. I want Sattar and Murtaza to monitor it. Do I have to
no.
do it?
You don't
No.
need to give any other
No.
access because they are inheriting the global subscription role over here.
Global subscription role, we don't have any role called global subscription role. What is the role? Give me the exact name of the role. Yes, your logic is correct. I'm just looking for the correct jargon.
They're inheriting the reader access from the
Reader
subscription.
access, right, guys? They have access, reader access on subscription. So by default, they have reader access on here, on all resource groups and all resources. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Any confusion?
No.
So
No.
even if a request comes to you as an administrator, instead of directly jumping the gun and doing that, you will come here and you will check whether that person already has some sort of access. You can search the name from here. I understand it's only 5 names. It's easy to read here. What if there were 200 names? You can search the name here. I'm saying who should have access? Murtaza. So I'll search for Murtaza and I'll see that Murtaza already has reader access at the subscription level, hence is inheriting the access on this resource group also. Hence I do not have to assign any role. You can close your ticket with these comments. Clear?
Yep.
Okay. So guys, I want you, all of you, whoever is creating the access, taking the ownership, to give access to all of your team members, to your group members, all your members, reader access on subscription by default. इससे क्या हो जाएगा? वो सारे एक दूसरे का काम देख पाएंगे. You don't have to do that individually. Reader access to all. and then create individual resource groups for them. Like I created for Isaac, I'll create one more. To create resource group, you'll have to go here, search resource group. This is how you will see search resource group. You will see existing resource groups here if there are any. If no, you will see 0 resource group here. Click on create. You will see only one subscription, and I still see free trial. Why? I renamed it and I still see free trial. Can anyone tell me why?
Log off and log in.
Exactly.
will
I
be
haven't log
required.
off and log
Did
in.
we refresh it?
Okay, create the name, give that person's name, so at least they will know which is their resource group. Region, whatever the default is, keep it. We'll discuss the regions later. Tab aap change kar lena. Click on review and assign. Click on create. It is validating and then it will create. It is created. What step is missing now? Will Murtaza be able to access it directly just because it says Murtaza? One step is pending now. What is pending?
Reader, we have
No,
to give the access reader to him.
He already has reader
he
access. Why do you
has
want
to
me to
be
give him
the
reader access, Ajay?
owner.
Owner access,
He has
right?
to be the owner of the.
Exactly. He already has reader access. Why do you want me to give him reader access? He is a reader on subscription, so he by default he's a reader on this one also.
Yes,
But
yes.
he should be the owner, so he can work on this. And if you see that I am owner on the subscription, so I am by default owner to this group also. So at least I will be able to stop machine, do something. If he's not doing something correctly, I will be able to edit something. Clear? So I simply have to come here, click add role. So I want all of you guys to do it for your fellow members. Whoever is taking the ownership. For Faisal, I've already done this. It's only pending for Sattar Bhai. So Faisal, I want you to do it for Sattar Bhai. Please create a resource group and assign ownership role to Sattar Bhai in that particular resource group. Will you do that, Faisal? Do we have Faisal Bhai? Yes, no, maybe. Yeah, I see him. If you're talking, you're on mute, Faisal. Okay. Not sure if he's able to hear me. Others, Nelson, when you create group, do we have Nelson? I see him. So Nelson, when you create your subscription, create user for Ajay and Naved, and I'll give 2 more users here. Give all of them and create my user also. I'm not repeating it for all of you guys, but by default, please create my user so I'll be able to help you guys. Otherwise, it will be difficult for me to help you guys. Okay, so create my user also, and then give all of us reader access on subscription. Give me owner access on subscription and global admin on Active Directory. I'll write this down in case you guys are getting confused. Give reader access to all of your user on subscription level. Create the individual resource groups and give ownership access on that individual resource group. Is it clear, guys? Anyone who did not understand, please let me know. Nelson, did you understand this?
सोल भाई
Yes, yes, tell me.
सोल भाई एक बार यूजर क्रिएशन बताओ ना. हाँ.
User creation, it's very simple. Let's do that. You go to Azure Active Directory, click on users, click on new user, click on create new user here. I don't have access yet. I am not sure if Faisal has assigned me global admin or not. I guess he has not, and I don't see him available here. Faisal bhai, you there? So it's okay. You simply have to click on new user, create new user, or I
Okay.
can show it to you in my subscription. But we did
Sure,
that, right? I created Sam user, if you guys remember.
Yeah.
Or we can do it using your ID, Sak. You are a global admin, right? So you come
Yeah.
here, click on Azure Active Directory, click on users, click on new user, create user. Let's say that you're creating some user, so let's name it test. This will be the user. Give first name, that is the mandatory field. Rest everything you can leave blank. create. That's it. Your user is there. Password, if you wanted, you could have copied from there, or you can reset it later. Okay, your user should
Okay.
appear here now. Here.
Yeah.
So here it is. And if someone is not getting password, they have forgotten the password or something, you can click on that user, click on reset password.
Yeah, got it.
You should be able to do it from here.
Yes.
And Solba, one more thing, like while adding the subscription, so is it mandatory to enter the credit card details?
While purchasing subscription, yes. While enrolling for
but-
free trial, yes.
So
And nowadays
for
debit
free
card also
trial-
works, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a free trial. Still, just that is to identify your that is to verify your identity. So people should
Okay.
not access this twice or thrice. You get it only once. Lifetime में एक ही बार free मिलता है आपको Azure की तरफ से. So they will capture some information like email, number or credit card number, PAN card number. And that is the reason we are doing all this exercise कि इसको share करके use करो. Otherwise, I would have asked everyone to purchase it today. After a month, purchase another one. That won't happen. So use it very wisely and carefully. So is it clear, Isaac bhai, how to create user?
Yes, son. Yeah.
Is it clear to everyone that whoever is handling the ownership, that how will you do it?
Yes, sir.
How
Yes,
will you
sir.
assign the roles, and how will you create a resource group? Okay. Now what am I doing here? Using Isaac's ID, I am assigning myself a global administrator on Faisal's account. I see Faisal is not available, so we are doing it. Okay, I think Faisal had some issue. He's rejoining. Okay, so this is done.
So, one question here.
Yes.
You have already go to that role page, na?
Okay.
Role.
Yes.
You have already this application administrator role assigned. If you assign the global role, so it will be conflict, right?
No, there is no conflict. I said the global admin is the highest role. And even if it is a conflict, the highest role will take over that. Let's say in one role, I am saying that you are only global reader. Okay, we can take your example. On your name, we have global reader also, which means that you can check everything globally, whatever is available in my Active Directory, you can read it. But immediately next role says you are a global administrator. So this role will take over this role. Every time the role which has highest resource, the highest access, that will take another role. That will take over the another role. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So now let's start, and we'll do something. At least create a virtual machine. So you guys will have homework for this week. You will be able to do something. Today I'll start creating a virtual machine, but that virtual machine, it's a huge topic, and I guess we are going to spend maybe 2 or 3 or 4 sessions. It's a huge topic, and most of the questions you guys will be getting from this one from virtual machine section. Okay, so now let's say I am here. Let's say that we're talking about Isaac's ID. Okay, though I am logged in with my ID, let's consider that this is Isaac's ID, and he wants to create a new virtual machine. What will he do? He will click on create resource. This is a one possibility. He can search for virtual machine, or he can click on virtual machine, or he can go to his own resource group here and then click on create a resource. Plenty of methods are there. This is the reason I told you that if there are plenty methods, you can at least quote 1 or 2 out of them. Easiest one, I'll tell you, the one which I like. You click on virtual machines, and you will see all existing virtual machines which are there in your subscription. There is no, because this is a new subscription. You click on create. Click on create Azure virtual machine. Now do not go with preset. What is this? What is that? Everything will come later. Click on Azure machine, the first option. We have only 10 minutes left, guys. So at least I want to show it to you how to create a virtual machine. Rest everything we'll do later. As of now, just want you to show how to create a virtual machine and how to log into that. You can select a resource group here. If Isaac selects Murtaza's resource group, will he be able to create a machine? Quick guys, we have only 10
No.
minutes left.
No.
Why not?
No.
He doesn't have the owner
Reader
access on that
access he
panel.
has.
He should-
Exactly, वहां पर सिर्फ रीडर एक्सेस है, so he will have to select his own. वो select तो कर लेगा, next होगा, last में जाके error देगा. So it's better you select your own resource group. If you have multiple subscription, you will see multiple. If I'm giving access to some of you on my tenant also, when you are in my tenant, you will see 2 or 3 subscriptions. So make sure you select only that subscription which is assigned to you. Even if you select some other, nothing will happen. At the end, you will get error. Similarly on this one. Resource group also. So make sure you select correct resource group, correct subscription. Give virtual machine a name. It could be any name. Okay. Normally, in your offices and infrastructure जहाँ पे काफी बड़े होते हैं, they follow a trend. Naming convention बोलते हैं उसको. ठीक है. So something like this you will see. कंपनी का नाम होगा. Okay. Then maybe location wise होगा. बैंगलोर का location है, बैंगलोर का data center है तो वो होगा. Then किस तरह का एप्लीकेशन है, टेस्टिंग एप्लीकेशन है, क्या है वो होता है, या फिर किस एप्लीकेशन के लिए सर्वर चाहिए. लेट्स से दैट आई हैव पीपलसॉफ्ट का एप्लीकेशन. ठीक है, तो कुछ नाम ऐसा बेसिक सा नाम होता है इस तरह से, और मे बी इस तरह से. इसमें कोई स्टैंडर्ड रूल नहीं है, आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग इट टू यू. ओके. देन वीएम है और मे बी वीएम 001 सिंपल इस तरह से होता है. और इसके आगे भी किसी को कुछ होता है, जैसे विंडोज है तो विंडोज W होता है, लिनक्स है तो L होगा. whatever, there are no set rules. Whatever comes to your mind, अपनी creativity use करके चिपका दो. There's no way your interviewer can go ahead and cross check that. Okay, but I like this format, so I'll follow with this one. Next VM को मैं 2 दूंगा, next VM को 3, 4 इस तरह से I'll follow. I'll do this. Okay, कई बार ये other than application people follow test ये है, और डेवलपमेंट की मशीन है या फिर प्रोडक्शन मशीन है. इट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू नो कि प्रोडक्शन मशीन है किस तरह की है. ओके. रीजन विल डिस्कस दैट लेटर. डू नॉट वरी अबाउट रीजन. व्हेन इट कम्स टू अवेलेबिलिटी जोन, सेलेक्ट नो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर. व्हाट इज अवेलेबिलिटी जोन वो सब हम बाद में डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. स्टैंडर्ड, मोस्ट ऑफ द ऑप्शंस वी आर कीपिंग डिफॉल्ट. Remember this or watch the recording also. While creating, watch the recording. Do not select. If you select availability zone, आगे इतने options आएंगे, you won't be able to create your virtual machine. No infrastructure, region default, virtual machine name up to you. Select correct subscription, correct resource group, security type standard, image. Image का मतलब यहाँ पर होता है कौन सा operating system चाहिए. People who are comfortable with Linux, take Linux. जिसको Linux नहीं समझ में आता है, take Windows. Windows जिसको सर्वर समझ में आता है, टेक सर्वर. जिसको विंडोज 10 पे ट्राई करना है 10, बिकॉज हियर वी आर नॉट लर्निंग ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम, सो आई एम नॉट बॉदर्ड व्हिच वन यू टेक. यहाँ पर वी आर लर्निंग दिस पोर्टल, सो एज ऑफ नाउ आई विल जस्ट टेक दिस वन, सर्वर 2019. दैट्स फाइन. सर्वर 2019 आई हैव टेकन. साइज आई विल एक्सप्लेन इट टू यू लेटर के साइज क्या होता है, हाउ डू वी डिसाइड दैट, विल डिस्कस दैट लेटर. एज ऑफ नाउ कीप व्हाटएवर कम्स एज अ बाय डिफॉल्ट. यूजर नेम, टाइप योर यूजर नेम. It is just a suggestion, rest up to you, that keep username and password same for all of your machine. Otherwise आप बाद में भूलने लग जाते हो. For one machine it is okay, and when I say all, that does not mean that this one, I'm not talking about 2 users, that Isaac and Murtaza should keep the user ID and password same. No, I'm saying if Isaac by creating 5 or 10 virtual machines for practice, make it a habit that you keep same user ID and password. तो याद रहने में easy होता है. Otherwise बाद में आप खुद ही भूल जाते हैं और वो virtual machine कोई काम की नहीं रहती है. Okay, rest is up to you. If you think you can remember, you can write it down. It's up to you. That there is no compulsion here, right? I prefer to keep the username as tap out. Password मेरा अपना मैं use करता हूँ. That's fine. Make sure you check all these boxes. ये सब क्या है? I will explain it to you later, guys. I just want you to understand and create something. Hence, I'm doing this. Okay. ये checked होना चाहिए. These all 4 should be checked. Click next. Everything leave it default. Networking, everything leave it default. We'll do that. We'll come to that. We are going to understand each and every section of it. Do not think that I'm leaving it default. So what are we learning? मैं ऐसे क्यों छोड़ रहा हूँ? No, everything keep it default. I mean, you can directly go to review, but I'm just showing it to you. Advanced, keep it default. जो भी यहाँ पर आ रहा है default, click on review and create, and click on create button. If you do not understand something, now we don't have much time to clear doubts. Watch this recording, but make sure that you create at least one virtual machine, guys. One virtual machine I'm expecting from all of you. It is running the final validation. नेटवर्किंग में क्या लेना है, कैसे लेना है, रीजन वो क्यों लिया, ये क्यों नहीं लिया, that everything will discuss later. I told you biggest topic है virtual machine और सबसे ज्यादा important है, ज्यादा question इस पे आने वाले हैं. Okay, you click on create. Now it is being created. It will take some time. I hope we do get some time to see how to log into that machine. User ID और password जब आपने बनाया था तब you'll have to remember that user ID and password. उसी user ID and password से we are going to log into this machine. But this is going to take some time to create a machine. Only few changes you have to make. Rest everything go with default. While this is being created, yes, Murtaza, tell me.
The pricing which is written over
We'll
there.
discuss that
1.2
later.
for
We'll discuss that later. Do not worry, whatever the pricing is there in your default account, आपको वैसे ही overpricing नहीं मिलने वाला है. Pricing and everything we'll
Okay.
discuss that later. By the way, वो hourly है, annually है, monthly है, वो सब वहां पर लिख कर आता है. Read the screen thoroughly, you will get your answers. Sorry, I'm being
Cool.
a bit fast. I just want you to,
Yes, yeah.
I want to show this at least, so you will have something for this week. जिनका subscription बन चुका है, at least they should be able to create one machine. Guys, one request. Whenever you create a machine, you do anything, once you're done with this, सब हो जाए ना आपका, it's a request, you come to your resource group, you go to your resource group, you go to your resource group here, you select all of them and you click on delete, you apply this, you give a confirmation yes and click on delete. This you have to do it before you end your practical. आपने practical कर लिया, do not think यार मैं इसको कल कर देता हूँ, evening में करूंगा. Don't do that, guys. Otherwise you are wasting some others money. It's limited amount you have got. Utilize it, do not waste it. आपने machine on कर ली, आपने practical कर लिया, everything is done and आपने उसको on छोड़ दिया. So here आप किसी और का जो है unnecessary का नुकसान कर रहे हो. How? If you keep that machine on, 2-4 दिन में वो पूरे पैसे वैसे ही वेस्ट कर देंगे. And the other person जिसके पास access है, वो बोलेगा यार मैंने तो practical किया भी नहीं अब तक और पैसे खत्म हो गए. That should not happen. So I'm not saying that don't practice. Create virtual machine. That is the reason we have this 15,000 rupees, right? Create a machine, log into that machine, check, delete it, again create it if you want. But whatever time slot you have allotted for yourself, okay, I am practicing for 2 hours. Make sure that before you leave your seat, उस 2 hours खत्म होने से पहले, your resource group should be empty. सब कुछ वहां से delete होना चाहिए. Okay, so this machine is being deployed. And when you're creating a machine, guys, that does not mean the only machine is being created. उस machine के साथ लगके बहुत सारे resources by default create होंगे. Let me show it to you. See, if I go to Isaac guys resource group, I created only virtual machine, but उस virtual machine के साथ एक virtual network, which is a mandatory public IP, network security group, ये सब बन गया है. So if you keep all this, पैसे ऐसे ही खत्म हो जाएंगे. So make sure you come here and delete it. Now machine has been created, guys. How do I know? I saw a notification here. This is what you will see once machine is created. So go to resource. Go to resource. I'm doing it a bit fast, but watch the recording. Get the public IP, copy it from here. Go to your Windows machine. Click on RDP tool, or you can call it MSTSC. This one. A pop-up will appear on your machine. A remote RDP tool का pop-up आता है इस तरह से. Click here. Click on connect. This is what you will see. Do not do this from your machine. Here you can tap the user ID and password and you will be able to log in. Only 1 minute is left, guys. I will be closing the session. If you have any questions, ping me on WhatsApp. Try this, watch the recording and then try this. Pause the video and you will see each and every step. Today I am going to upload the recording and this is how you create a machine and log into that machine. This is the homework for you. Try creating 1 or 2 machine, log into that, delete the machine. Simple. So till this, we have a recording. If I was too fast, pause the video, watch it again. Then if you don't understand, ping me or ping in the group. Someone will help you.
Recording YouTube पे ही मिलेगी भाई.
हाँ, ये वाले मेरे YouTube पे डाल दूंगा. Next वाले I'll create a personal link. From next time, session भी personal link पे ही भेजूंगा. That we'll discuss later.
All right. Yeah.
Okay, so this is how you log in. You're logged into this machine. We have created a virtual machine successfully. Sorry, I was fast. We'll repeat it later if required.